back. Cheers to Michigan beer. Michigan Brewers Guild represents 300 members and puts on many events. Of course, that means funding is always needed. So if you love beer and you love golf, you're exactly who they are looking for. Join me to explain it all is Executive Director of the Guild, Scott Graham. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for being here with us today. I wish I could talk about this over a beer with you, but we'll put that off to the future, okay?
Absolutely, I'll hold you to that.
All right, sounds good. All right, so it was about this time last year when I was enjoying one of my awesome outdoor winter beer festivals here in Grand Rapids. Obviously, this year things are changed. So you still need the funding. So what is the rationale behind these upcoming golf outings that you're having?
Yes, so the Michigan Brewers Guild is a trade association. We operate as a Michigan nonprofit trade association. And while our annual beer festivals, like the Winter Beer Festival at Fifth Third Park at the Whitecap Stadium, our beer festivals are primarily about showcasing member breweries and their beer, but they're also important fundraisers for us to generate our operating income. And we've now cycled a full year of having to cancel all of those events, unfortunately, but I think everybody's been feeling the pain in different ways. And so we thought it might be fun this year to plan a few golf outings as kind of, what you might think of as a more traditional type of fundraiser. They're not intended to be big beer festivals, but they are going to be fun events. There will be a beer or two to be had and a golf ball to be chased around. So you certainly don't need to be a great golfer to participate or a great beer drinker. You just have to be willing to come out and have some fun.
So it looks like we have June 9th at North Kent and Rockford, August 11th at Forest Acres Golf Course in Lansing, October 9th at Treetops Resort in Gaylord. So how soon do people need to start registering for these, or is registration open now?
We'll have registration open starting in March, so it'll be open soon. And like you noted on the screen, it can be found at mibeer.com, which is our website.
Now, are you still looking for, as long as people participating, are you still looking for some type of sponsorship for this too?
Yeah, we are. We're working on that right now. We're organizing the details, and certainly anybody that's interested in sponsoring can reach out directly to me via the website, or if you know somebody else in our community, they can get word to me. I'd be happy to follow up. So yeah, thanks for mentioning that.
Absolutely. And I know that, you guys hold beer festivals even throughout the summer and well into the fall. So as far as many people are probably wondering right now, are we just kind of considering those things just to be on hold at this time?
Well, we're in a wait and see mode, I guess. We're hopeful that we can return to doing our beer festivals in some way, shape, or form yet this year. But we're kind of waiting to see what we hear from the Department of Health and Human Services and how people are feeling. So I'm optimistic, but we are in wait and see mode, I guess is how I would put it.
All right. And finally, you guys have a Michigan's Great Beer State podcast?
Oh, yeah, that's something fun we started this year, is Michigan's Great Beer State podcast. You can find it at our website, again, at mibeer.com or wherever you find your podcasts. But it features interviews from a couple of years ago when we put a little history project together, as well as some contemporary interviews with different characters from the brewing industry. And they're very interesting to listen to. I always learn something, and it's kind of a great documentation of many of the stories in our industry, which are all very interesting and unique.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I'll catch up with you at some point to have that beer. Okay, Scott?
Thanks, and cheers.
Cheers to you. We'll be right back.